Right, we're going to look at acquisition now. So how did our customers, how did we get them? Um, so there's only three outcomes: uh, organic, returning, and add. So let's do that. Let's have a look at that. And there's various options to play with. So I'm going to go back to chart various, and then I'm going to do this thing where I copy the previous pivot table. Um, we're not interested in revenue or state. We are interested in um, customer acquisition type. So we're doing a count here. So we do need some sort of value well, not value variable there. So I'm going to click on revenue. I'm not interested in the sum of revenue. That may be something that you want to do that's a completely valid chart to do, but I'm going to change this from sum. So I'll right click on that. Just right click on that and summarize values by count. Okay, let's remove that. Let's remove that formatting there. Put it back to general, and let's do it for all of them. Even John, God's sake. Let's do format painter, and there we go. All right. Yeah. So in that case, I may as well have inserted a new pivot table. Anyway, there we go. We've got our counts. All good. All good. All good. All good. Let's do some pivot charts. Pivot chart. Pivot chart. Yeah. So we could do a little, a simple bar chart. Okay. It's just it's a really simple kind of chart there. What some people do, because that gives us add, organic, and returning. What some people might suggest is that we choose a waterfall chart, although can't create this chart. So, I don't know. We could. We would have to do the same thing as we did before. Sometimes, but if you want to explore that, it's interesting because it has the columns, and it also has a total column as well. So let's have a look. What have we got here? A bar chart. We could do it that way, perhaps. Yeah, yeah. Perhaps a little bar chart. I think I'm going to go for a bar chart. Okay, click OK. And then here we have it. And again, we're doing all this sort of a little bit of tidying up, removing the legend and so on and so forth. Interesting. It's interesting that it starts the counts at there. Yeah, I'm going to format the axis, and I'm going to start the minimum at 0 and see what it looks like. It might look terrible. It might just look terrible. So you don't see as much of the difference there, I must admit. Um, but if we have it the other way, that's a trade-off here. The other way that it was previously, you can see the differences. It'll be more spectacular, but it's a little bit deceptive. All right, and we don't really want to be deceiving our viewers. So I'm going to click that to 0, and we're going to lose the sort of spectacular differences, but at least it's going to be a truer chart. Get rid of the total. So there we have it. And then I'm going to copy it across to our dashboard, and I'm going to put it in acquisition, like so. I'm going to bring it down there, and we'll have a little play around with it as well. Acquisition, and I'll just zoom in a little bit, and we'll concentrate on you, Mr. Acquisition. Again, if you want to look at the design, look at what we've got in there. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Yeah, Interesting. Interesting. That one's got data labels. I like the data labels. Yeah, so what I think I want is this guy with data labels. I think that looks quite good. Or that one perhaps? No, not that one. I'm going to stop playing around with this. I'm going to go for that one. I'm going to see what it looks like with data labels. Not data table, data labels. Yeah, is that too much? Is there too much going on there? Let's leave it. I'm going to leave it there for the moment. You could argue that you don't need these legends, so I could take the axis away. Axis? I know, but I don't want that axis to disappear. Yeah, okay. Oh, I could just remove that. Is it going to let me remove it? Delete. There we go. So you could do it that way. That's one way to do it. It's up to you. As I said, all these decisions are decisions you can make for your own dashboard. Just make sure it's linked. See? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. And that's great. So there we go. So you can see the pattern that's happening here. We're just adding things in, linking them up, and it's all beautiful. Right. Let's zoom back out and stop the show.